Hey guys, it's Noah and welcome to iHollywood TV. Well, originally published in the UK in 2014, Solitaire by the mega best-selling author of Heartstopper, Alice Oseman, will now be available in the US for the first time ever. She joins us live this morning to discuss more. Hello, Alice. Welcome to the show.
Hello, thanks for having me.
It's so nice to have you on the show this morning, Alice. So first off, the Heartstopper graphic novels are such fan favorites here in the States, and now finally, we have a chance to see how it all began. So Alice, when did you write Solitaire, and how did it morph into Heartstopper, which we also have on the set this morning?
So I wrote Solitaire originally in 2012, so over 10 years ago now. I wrote it while I was still at school. I think I was 17. And to tell you a bit about Solitaire, it's the story of Tori Spring, who is a 16-year-old girl who hates everything. She's very pessimistic. And so some pranksters who call themselves Solitaire start pulling pranks at her school. And a boy called Michael persuades Tori to get involved in finding out who these pranksters are. And in Solitaire are two characters called Nick and Charlie, who, if you have watched Heartstopper or read Heartstopper, you'll know Nick and Charlie are the main characters of Heartstopper. So when I wrote Solitaire, I really loved these two characters, Nick and Charlie, but we don't really learn much about them in Solitaire. So I wanted to tell their story somehow, and that kind of evolved into Heartstopper.
Heartstopper has become such a hit on Netflix, as we all know, but did you ever think that the book you wrote would make it as a national TV series? And when did you get approached about the offer to jump on board with a series being created about the novel for Netflix?
No, I mean, I really didn't expect anything like that to happen. I mean, it's kind of an author's dream to have an adaptation of one of your works. I published Heartstopper in, I think it was 2018, then I got interest from a TV production company who really liked the book and wanted to adapt it, and I spoke to them and really liked them. And decided to start working with them. And fast forward a few years, now we have Heartstopper on Netflix.
And just to share with the audience watching this morning, Heartstopper is returning for a second season on August 3rd on Netflix. So Alice, is there anything that the fans can expect to see in the upcoming new season that you can tease for us this morning?
Well, I mean, so much is coming. I wouldn't even know where to start. I'm really excited. So Nick and Charlie, at the end of season 1, they've decided that they're boyfriends, but Nick is still not out to most people that they know. So in season 2, we'll see Nick kind of thinking about coming out to the world, and maybe it might not be as easy as he initially thinks. And also we've got at the end of season 1, Town L, there is a hint that something might be fizzling between Town L. So season 2, we'll see what happens with their relationship. Could there be something there or not? We'll see.
Well, we all got to stay tuned and catch the second season of Heartstopper coming out on August 3rd. But Alice, I think a big part of the appeal of your work is your finely crafted characters. They're so true to life, and teen audiences, they're able to relate to them. Was your school experience in any way like Tori's at Higgs?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I wrote it when I was at school, so it was based on the world that I knew, and it was what I wanted to read about. I wanted to find a book that was kind of realistic and true to the world that I knew. So like Tori, I went to an all-girls school in England, and I really hated school. I was really bored with my school life, like Tori is.
Me too. I hated school with a passion. I was not good at school, except I could talk all day long now,
Yeah, I mean, lots of people can relate. Yeah.
Now, Alice, already completing a web comic, a graphic novel, prose, and now written a TV show. You've done it all. What other mediums do you want to explore creatively?
Who knows? I mean, I'm loving writing books and writing comics and writing for TV. That's been so exciting. I would love to try writing for a video game one day. I think that could be really fun and interesting. I love the kind of choose your own adventure sort of dialogue style games that have a really good story in them. So I feel like I'd really enjoy that.
Well, congratulations on all the great things that you are doing in your career. By the way, you guys, go pick up Solitaire, now available in bookstores, and also Heartstopper. I love the cover art on both of these books. Alice Oseman, thank you so much for joining us on the show. You take care and have a great day, and hopefully we get to have you back on again real soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye, Alice.
Bye.